11 o'clock, right on the dot. You're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Good morning and happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I hope everybody had an amazing weekend and got to recharge their batteries. Megan told me today that I scream on the microphone, so I'm going to try my best to not scream.
He does. Go back at our past lives and look at it and comment if you think.
We're gonna delete those. But no, I hope everybody had a great Monday. Welcome to Monday Trends. Every Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we go over the trends and the major things for businesses and brands that you can put right into play to help and build your brand and your business. So Megan, without further ado, I'll let you kick us off.
Okay. I feel like every week we talk about Twitter because Twitter is constantly evolving under their new leadership. But right now, Twitter is saying that if you want to run ads on the platform, or if you have ads running currently right now and you have not paid for that verification check mark, your ads will stop running completely. So if you want to run any sort of ad, you have to pay the $8 a month to run your ads. Otherwise, they all should have been stopped on Friday. So if you haven't done this yet, go into your ads manager and take a look because you don't want to find out at the end of the month that your ads haven't been running.
For the record, Megan was whispering again. She just got yelled at because she was whispering
Rob
again.
was like, closer to the mic.
It's because she's always like, how's everybody doing?
It's not true.
I hope you know if Twitter is changing.
It's not, again, not
So,
true.
But no, and one of the things though that we're seeing so differently about Twitter is that prior to Elon Musk buying Twitter, like again, from a perspective of people going on it, like I personally never used Twitter before, like ever, like for my own personal stuff.
I remember you saying that.
I had the whole debate with everybody
Yeah.
internally, like Christian and Brandon and stuff. But like I was always somebody who was like, Twitter is like, it's like dead. It's like nobody uses Twitter. Personally, again,
I don't like Twitter either.
I was only going based off of me, right? And also any of my friends, because none of my friends utilize Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But you're seeing like, I guess, more of like a comeback from the entrepreneurship community now that Elon is invested in it and he's like super changing all these different things.
And thought leadership too. There's a lot of thought leaders on the platform that use it as a place where they can share their messages. And actually, the second update that I have on Twitter is that initially they took away everybody's check marks. It didn't matter who you were because they thought the people that have it,
right,
you can pay $8 a month for it, right? These
right.
are like millionaires, billionaires, celebrities, thought leaders.
Well, some of them are just nonprofit people.
They revolted. These people, they were like, no way, we earned that check mark.
Right.
Why do I have to pay for it? So Twitter's giving everybody back the check marks. If you have over 1 million followers, you get that check mark back.
Is that the requirement? You have to have 1 million?
1 million followers. Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'm getting my check mark again. I'm just kidding. I think I have like 50 followers on Twitter, and they're like my grandma. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, it's done some remarkable stuff. Just in terms of where the platforms are going and stuff, and it's so interesting. So part of just to end that topic, the former founder of Instagram, the creator of it, just said that like he put out a little vibe that it's time for a new social platform. So the person who created Instagram, who knows, he might be on the rise to create something different. We'll see.
That would be crazy.
But if we can, I'd be super curious if you're watching this, if you could just let us know, do you use Twitter? If so, what do you use it for? The people who I know, like Christian as an example, on our team, same with Brandon on our team, who defend Twitter for the past 5-6 years with us when I was joking around saying like, oh, Twitter's dead. They don't post. They only stalk. So
or engage, in other words.
Right. They're the stalker. Like if you play Call of Duty, there are stalkers who don't leave a certain position to shoot everybody, and there are people who are literally running around and just trying to go have fun, whatever. Right. So like on Twitter, most of the people that I know that do have a Twitter, they never post.
They just use it for information.
They use it for information to follow whatever. Yeah. So it's like that's the interesting part. But
it's interesting that that's where you go to get your information though too.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Nowadays.
and it's also 62 degrees in this office.
It is.
Megan
We're
set the
freezing.
thermostat to 62.
I didn't. I'm not
And
on
it's
thermostat duty, especially at
ridiculous.
the office.
It's ridiculous.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
Angelica.
out
I think
AJ.
she did something here. I don't know what she did, but anyway, so on my side, one of the bigger things that showed up is, again, I'm going to beat this drum again, but again, video content right now and setting a schedule. So kind of the trend I want to talk about is obviously how we keep beating the drum of YouTube Shorts and all these different platforms week over week. We're going to keep bringing up relevant content that is like stuff that business owners and brands should be doing right now. And like, that's one of the biggest things. So I'm going to bring that up again because it's really important. But this time around, what I'm going to talk about is your cadence of how you should be building this content. So as an example, some of the most busy people on the planet, right, that are content creators, they're business owners, but they're also content creators. One of the things that they do, and again, these are people who have, massive companies, a lot going on, multiple companies, families, whatever, and they still have the time to put in to get content created, made, and distributed, right? So like a lot of us, I'll say us small business owners that are out there, oh, we're too busy. I don't have time for that, or I don't have the resources for that. Like one of the biggest things that I want to share today about creating content, meaning video content, is you can totally time hack, right? And what I mean by time hacking is one day a month, you can go, whether it's a Sunday, a Monday, whatever freaking day works best for you, you allocate at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes and literally create a bunch of content. So if you have a videographer, or if you don't have a videographer, we got your back. But if you have a cell phone, which most people watching this definitely do, all you have to do is prop your phone up or go on Amazon, buy a $10 or a $7 phone tripod, hit record, get a bunch of little videos made for yourself, and just start creating some content. Right now, again, that's what's winning big time. So if you're a business, or you're some sort of brand, or you're some sort of nonprofit, or whatever it is that you're doing right now, you cannot dig your head in the sand for the fact that people are consuming content primarily more engaged through video content. And I believe I saw a study this morning that almost 82 to 85% of search, and mainly just consumption, is going to be video content by 2025. And we're already up there. I think it's like 70 right now, or something crazy like that already. So at the end of the day, it's like, don't bury your head in the sand. I know there's so many people out there that are like, oh, I don't want to be on camera. I'm uncomfortable. I think that I look like a dork, or people that do that are stupid, or they're dorky. Like, at the end of the day, anybody who's saying that is burying their head in the sand. And recently, when I was at a Coldwell Banker speaking event for real estate, one of the things that I dove into, because we were talking about how a lot of people who are in Gen X or in Boomers are talking about how our lovely Gen Zers over here and our younger generation, right? But you're a millennial by association, but she's really Gen Z. But the whole point though is like a lot of the Gen Xers or Boomers talk about how millennials and Gen Zers are like antisocial. Like they're always on their phones, or they're always this, they're always that. Like they don't want to talk, they don't want to go on dates, they don't want to, anything like that, right? So, but what like came into my head when this one person was literally sharing something along those lines at my event that I was at speaking, and by you not being active on video content is actually you being antisocial for your business in this day and age, right? So like the way that you're looking and saying, oh, these kids, they're antisocial, like that as a business owner or a brand, that is something that is unacceptable in 2023 for you not to be creating content, showing you as an expert, showing you as, somebody who creates impact in your community and in the industries that you serve. So it's really important. I'm going to beat this drum every week until it's not a trend, right? But like right now, that is a massive trend. Again, YouTube Shorts, Reels, TikTok content, just video content in general across all channels is really, really big right now. So it's super important that you invest time. And what I'm trying to tell you here is you can time hack. So don't say, I don't have enough time, I can't do it every day, I can't do it every week. You don't have to. Allocate 1 hour a month, okay? That's 60 minutes out of a full 30 to 31 days, whatever it is, depending on the month, where you can be set up for success and have content to just pull from and put it out there and get it out there. So create content and make sure you are not burying your head or being antisocial in this day and age. A lot of times people talk about like, when you're a real estate agent or a salesperson and you're not utilizing your brand or not leveraging video content and you're just, essentially just doing what you've always done. They call it being a secret agent, right? Like literally becoming a secret agent where nobody knows that you're an agent, right? So it's like, don't be a secret agent. Don't be a secret business owner. Don't be a secret brand. Don't be secret anything. Get out there, make big moves, and show people what you're doing. They want to see it. They want to be consumed through video content.
And if you don't know what content you should be creating, think about what your clients or customers are frequently asking you, or go on Google and start to type in those questions and just start answering them down the line. In 1 hour, you really could create a month's worth of content if you wanted to.
Totally. And on that topic, look at what your competitors are doing, right? Like, if you're like, I don't even know what to put a video up about, just go to your competitors and look at what they are actually doing. So that helps you kind of get some ideas. And then when we talk about ChatGPT, which has been a big thing, right? It's like ChatGPT 3 and OpenAI. It's like, just like I have people who are like, oh, I go on ChatGPT and I ask to come up with the trending topics, right? Or topics that are relevant. So if you don't know what to do, look at your competitors. If you still don't know what to do, look like, again, utilize a free resource like ChatGPT and OpenAI and be like, hey, what's the best, short form content I can create topic wise for the doctor industry, for real estate, for your restaurant, for whatever. So looking at those different components will definitely help you and just get you started at least. And it's what it is, but just getting started. So that's for that one, creating content.
Cool. Speaking of content creation and Instagram Reels and Shorts and all of those fun different video assets, Instagram is adding the ability to display up to 5 links in your bio, whereas you used to only be able to display 1, right? So a lot of companies, a lot of influencers used link trees or many links where you can have that one individual link, but then it leads to all of the links that you have to offer. Now, from the marketing standpoint, when we're looking at Google Analytics and we see this traffic come through, when you're using a link tree, it comes in through, it says it's a referral link, right? So by changing it up now and having the ability to add up to 5 different links to your bio, you may see your social traffic on Google Analytics start to spike, but pay attention. You're going to want to compare it to the referral traffic that you've gotten in months previously and compare to see, is it the same amount of traffic that's coming through? It's just coming through a different channel now, or are you actually increasing your social traffic that way? And be intentional about which 5 links that you choose, right? You want to make sure that the 5 links displayed are ones that make it really easy for your audience to engage with you, get in contact with you, see what you're saying, right? If you have another video that you're pointing to or another blog that you're pointing to. So choose those links wisely. And if you have more than 5 links and you're like, how am I supposed to choose which 5 links to display? Keep 1 as a link tree, but then choose the other 4 accordingly.
Bang.
Bang. Mic drop. But I can't drop these mics.
These mics do not drop.
No. No. Do you have another one? I have another one.
Yes. So going live, which we're doing right now, Rob, if you could bring it like so that it's like we're not behind the scenes, like we're in the action. Bam. So anyway, so going live right now is one thing that I also want to talk about as a trend. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our Monday Trends live, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every week, share with a business owner you care about or a brand you care about. But having that said, one of the trends right now that we're seeing that people really forgot about, that I want to resurface as a trend, is going live. And I think more people aren't doing it. More brands have stopped doing it because they just forgot about it. There's so many things that keep popping up. But going live, again, do not forget, when you go live, it alerts all of your followers that you are live, right? It's one of the most organic and actual way to get an actual ping notification to somebody's phone that obviously has notifications turned on for you, but sharing that you are live, right? So it alerts people. So don't underestimate the power of going live. It is something that is still very powerful, but just forgotten. So in your industry, if people aren't doing it, go live. And one of the things that I've been telling all of our clients right now is go live if you can in the morning and at nighttime, literally twice a day, just to get in front of new people, right? And just to get in front of people talking about what's going on in your business, in your world, get people interested, people talking about it. It's like free press, right? And it takes you literally a second to hit record, sit there, put it in selfie mode, and just freaking get it, right? So it's like super simple, but it's a trend that I want to see business owners get back into. And again, I get it. Like people, like they're not going to watch the full live, right? Like most people are not going to watch the full live,
Right.
and that's okay. Like most people are not going to watch these full lives. They're going to come back and watch this later. But ultimately, I think at the end of the day, it's still a way to get in front of people and alert them and let them know what's going on in your world and stuff. So, don't sleep on going live. I think everyone needs to start going live again, like we're doing here, right? We're streaming, we're going live on Instagram.
It's so authentic and it's so easy. I mean, we're doing it anyway, right? We're filming the content anyway. You might as well get it out to your audience while you're filming it.
Mhm.
And then the authenticity is there. If we mess up something we're saying, you're going to catch it with us. So
you're gonna be here with it.
Feels like you're a part of us, or you're a part of us. You're here with us in this conversation.
You're a part of us. Right
You're
here.
a part of us. You are a part of our
Megan's
heart.
feeling sappy this
Always.
morning.
It's a Monday, and I just love going live with everybody on Mondays. But for real, I mean, even stories are scheduled out nowadays, right?
Yep.
So stories, which were meant to be authentic, you have to be there in the moment.
Yep.
They're saved and they're pushed out and scheduled nowadays. So go live and show your audience what you're actually doing throughout the day.
Show them what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's your other trend?
Okay, so we talked a lot about AI these past few weeks, and Google Ads is starting to adapt to AI as well. So they're going to begin to roll out AI-powered Google Ads. So what this means is you can put in different assets, videos, images, different headlines, and then different audiences that you want this to display to. And Google will remix the assets that you have catered to the different audiences and objectives that you put in. So it's a different way to approach Google Ads, whereas we have search, display, different YouTube videos. Now AI is coming into the mix. So there's going to be less of that human aspect and more of letting AI kind of control the narrative of what your ads are being put out there. So what do we need to do, right? For me as a marketer, whenever I hear we're losing control over ads, I get a little bit nervous, even though AI is becoming more and more popular. But you want to be very intentional about what assets you're giving the AI tool to use. So make sure that any combination of those videos, those photos, and those headlines is a powerful combination because you're leaving it up to the platform to decide.
I think additionally though, like when I think about that, like one of the things that I think about though is like if I utilize AI for ad copy, and everybody else can do it too, and computers are just generating ad copy now, it almost becomes like a disadvantage. It just, again, it's how you use it, but like it builds a foundational, like first, like I guess, like a rough draft, like what I could do or what I should try. But ultimately, when I think about that, it's like everybody's going to be pulling from that same source. So what's going to be the separator then, right? So it makes sense early on before people are doing it to jump on that wave and like, okay, let's see how it does. Let's see how it performs. But then when every single one of your competitors and all of your geographics are doing it, utilizing the same thing, it's like, what's going to make you stand out? It's going to come down to that real, like you still have to create an offer that's going to be valuable, right? It's like AI is going to give you some good keywords and things and whatever to utilize. But like at the end of the day, like if you don't have a good offer, it's like, what's the point, right? Because then everyone's going to be in the same, you're going to be stuck in a crowd, baked in the cake. So
for sure. And that applies to everything written by AI. If it's a blog, if it's copy for your website, even the ideas that we were talking about before, like ideas for social media, find ways to make them different for your business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you have any other ones?
That's all I got on this lovely Monday morning, on this really cold Monday morning.
Yeah, geez. It's like last time we were in here, I'm pretty sure we turned the AC on.
We did because it was like 80 something degrees and hot in here. And that was a week ago.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
And now we're shivering.
Now we're literally shivering. I'm like, why didn't I bring a freaking jacket? Literally have the goosebumps right now. Live on camera with the goosebumps. But okay. Anyway, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope everybody out there creates an amazing and productive week ahead. I always like to say, create, because again, you're in charge of it completely, utterly. And again, we're not in the position, we find ourselves all the time and like things can happen and what can we do in those circumstances? But again, your character is defined when things are tough and your back's against the wall. So hopefully this week you're not in that position, but if you are, right, keep pushing forward And we're gonna have Megan end us off with a nice little Monday quote. What you got for
A
us?
few just popped into my mind actually when
Okay,
you were saying
boom,
that, because
boom.
there's things that you can control and then there's things that you can't control. So what happens to you this week? There's going to be things that happen to you that you can't control, but you can control how you react. So before you react in a bad way, think about take a breath, take a moment, and then think about what's the best way to react based on the situation. But my motivational quote for this week is
Here we go. Drum roll.
do one more. Always do one more. If you think that you've had enough, do one more. Do one more push up, read one more email, get on the phone with one more lead, right?
Mhm.
Always, always, always do one more, even when you think you're at capacity, because you're going to start to now believe that you can always do one more if
Right.
you're able to, right? So it expands your limiting beliefs. But then it also feels really good to do one extra from what you kind of set an expectation on. So if you said you're going to answer 10 emails and you answered 11, good for you. You did one more than anyone around you.
I love that. That's fire.
Thanks.
Let's give like a freezing cold pound. But that's really awesome. Ed Milet has a book on that. I think it's called One More Rep or One More something, but similar. And I love that. And I want that's a good way to kick into the week. So I'm glad we did that, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like
Do one more.
again, like when you train yourself to do one more, you know what that is?
What?
That's over delivery, right? That's over fucking delivery, right? And that's the mentality we have, and then we're focusing on, forever here, starting at Adapting Social, probably like a month ago or so. But the over delivery method, like over delivering for all of the people that matter around you, right? Like your family, your wife, your husband, your this, your that, yourself, right? Self care,
Right?
like your team, your clients. And if you're constantly in a state of over delivery, right, then you're at this positive, what Stephen Covey calls emotional bank account, where everybody just like is in such a good place with you, right? Like with Rob, I'm at a deficit. The under delivery has been real, right? Angelica, under delivery is real. I'm just kidding. But having that said, though, I think that ultimately when you're doing that one more rep, you're practicing over delivering, and then all of a sudden over delivering becomes a normal thing for you. It becomes
Right.
second nature.
Mhm.
And then it's not like, oh, I got to get up off the couch and go do this for Angelica. It becomes, I'm going to do it because I'm used to doing it and I'm happy to do it, right? Or
And then you'll
same-
get used to doing 2 more, then 3 more.
right. And then next thing you know, Angelica's spoiled.
Yeah.
But so at the end of the day, again, it comes down to one thing, and it comes down to that over delivery mindset. And I love that because that's been something we've been focusing heavy here. So, one more, whatever it is going to set you up for that over delivery mindset, which ultimately is going to set you up for success. So guys, happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Again, we do this every Monday Trends for businesses and brands at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you care about a small business owner or a brand influencer, share this with them. And everybody have a great Monday and an amazing and productive week.